D'Lo Brown asked Tommy Dreamer how he is preparing for the match for the Impact World Title against Rich Swann during the Impact Press Pass.
In my career.
Now, Tommy, I have a question for you. If you accept this challenge from Rich Swann, and I know already in your mind you've been planning what you may or may not do, what have you been doing differently to prepare yourself if you accept this challenge?
Well, the first thing when Rich, D'Lo, you were there. He kind of just called me out in the back. I was in the back, like getting ready to produce the next match. Like, you're alongside there. We're getting ready to go to work, and then you get called out. First thing that usually comes to my head is, oh God, how quickly can I lose weight? So what I've been doing is I've been dieting, I've been training, I've been doing cardio. I actually been going to Kurt Hawkins Creative Pro out in Long Island and training. And I haven't trained for a match in a long time. It's the biggest thing is your wind. And it's weird having crazy brawls like you do. You're able to, or a feud, or just like you're on a different type of adrenaline. But I'm going in there against, Rich is my friend, and there's no angst, there's no hatred, there's no anything to motivate me except for, hey, you could win the title, but it's going to be a wrestling match, and wrestling is hard. Brawls are a lot easier. So I'm just trying to get my wind up. And like I said, D'Lo, and you know this, I don't want to embarrass myself. I remember having the conversation with you. I watch you and I see you walking down steps, and I hate it because of your knees. And then I've seen you in the ring, and I'm like, you're doing a moonsault, but yet you walk down the flight of stairs like you're 80, but yet I've seen you in the ring and still pull out a moonsault. And this isn't too long ago. And because you have pride, I have pride. We all joke about the weight we've gained, but that's called getting old. And we always want people to remember us in our glory. And I don't want to embarrass myself where I'm sucking wind and the match would suck. And that's why like all these things are going through my head, and just really training hard to, keep up.
Without a doubt, we all have a lot of pride. I know you have a lot of pride in your history and your lineage and what you've meant to this business. So my question now is, at almost 50 years old and on your 50th birthday, what would it mean to Tommy Dreamer to become Impact World Champion?
It would mean everything. And I was never a guy who fought or wanted titles, but it's something. Listen, man, we've been in a world where all of our lives changed like within weeks. There's no more fans for us, and it's trying to adapt. But to me, it's hope. It's hope that things can change no matter how old you are. I always say, life is a lot like professional wrestling. You're going to get knocked down a lot, but you got to keep on getting up and keep on fighting. And there are people who, they use wrestling like I do as a glimmer of hope, or a glimmer of take us away from the crap that's going on in the world. And being champion makes you, I'm just a challenger, and this is the first time I'm ever doing this. Hell, I'm not even on the open of Impact Wrestling. There's things that come along with being the face of a company, and it's something that I take with pride. This business is as real as it gets, and especially as when you're the champion, because every time you step out of your house, you represent a company, you represent the men and women that are working there. And Impact, and I'm not just talking the wrestlers, I'm talking the employees, I'm talking, Impact has a UK office. If your champion does something, you represent everybody, and you want your company to succeed. And it's an honor to be in this spot and to be the champion of any company. There's a lot of pressure that falls on those shoulders. I'm willing to do it as long as I feel great, because again, the hardest part of getting old, when I'm out there, I feel nothing. And then adrenaline leaves, and I'm like, I'm every bit 50 years old and wrestling 31 years. And then the next morning, I'm like, there's some days, and I mean, D'Lo knows, we'll leave Impact shoot, and then we go back and we have to rewrite TVs because of injuries or because of changes. And we're up until 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then we're literally back out the door. We have an 11 o'clock meeting. And there's some days where like I'll leave that building and I'll lay on my bed exhausted, like just to take off my socks and shoes. And then my alarm goes off and it feels like I was there for 4 seconds. And I'm like, I got to shower and get ready for work again. And those are the behind the scenes that people don't see. And even for you, D'Lo will be there all day, and then the next day he's got to either voice over matches or where him and Matt Stryker are standing behind the Impact thing, the banner, and there's so much work to go on to promote or to produce a 2-hour TV show, and it's exhausting, but we're all artists painting our own little pictures, and I love that. And I've been doing it since I'm 18 years old, and I don't ever want to stop.